Hello, and thank you for watching Talk Around Town. I'm your City Manager, Stefan Chatwin. The Fairfield Police Department's Crime Prevention Unit employs the services of crime prevention specialists to operate multiple comprehensive crime prevention programs. Crime prevention specialists also provide valuable crime prevention information and training that empowers the community to combat crime throughout Fairfield. Today I'm joined by Ilea Martin. She's a crime prevention specialist with the Fairfield Police Department. Ilea, thanks for joining us today here in the studio.
Thank you for having me.
What is the Crime Prevention Unit, and how is this tool used here in Fairfield?
So crime prevention with the Fairfield Police Department consists of two members, myself, and I have a partner, Lindsay. And how we utilize the tool crime prevention is in Fairfield we work from a community policing model, which means we look to our community to help us identify problem areas in the city and also help us to implement strategies to reduce crime.
That's great. So what kinds of programs do you have that help you achieve that goal of reducing crime?
So one of our major programs would be Neighborhood Watch. This is an old program that everyone knows about. But the important part of Neighborhood Watch is that it actually empowers our neighbors in the community to take safety, their personal safety and community safety, in their own hands. And that does not mean be a vigilante. That just means that you know that you have the power to make a difference in your community. We only have so many police within the city with over 116,000 residents. So being able to spot crime and report it to the police department, and also to look out for one another, is really the backbone of Neighborhood Watch. It's what makes the program beneficial to our city.
Now, Neighborhood Watch is fantastic, and I love this program because of the community involvement that you get there. Tell us a little bit, if residents are interested in forming a Neighborhood Watch, or if they're interested in finding out if there's a Neighborhood Watch in their community, where do they go for that?
So yes, so I am the coordinator for Neighborhood Watch. And the first thing to start is we ask that you just poll your neighborhood to find out if your neighbors are interested in building a watch group with you. This is not a solo job. You will need the help of your neighbors. So you just start there. If everyone's interested in building a neighborhood watch group, then you would contact the neighborhood watch coordinator, which is myself. And we'll get a meeting set up. We'll get a meeting set up with your PSA commander, and we'll come and provide crime prevention tools and neighborhood watch tools. And more importantly, you get to actually establish a relationship with your neighbors, because at the end of the day, when the police are long gone, your neighbors will still be there, and having that connection, being able to look out for one another, is what strengthens our community.
That's great stuff. We're going to take a quick break, and we'll be right back with Ilea.
We deliver on Capitola and is on to new roads.
The Solano Business Park project is moving ahead. From now through November, we will be replacing concrete curb ramps and potholes, trimming trees, installing new paint markings, and giving the street a new seal coat. Make sure to stay up to date on temporary lane closures and detours by subscribing to the project on our city's website. Better streets, less waste, makes sense. Thanks to you, Fairfield, we can deliver on the promise.
Welcome back to Talk Around Town. We're here with Ilea Martin with our Crime Prevention Unit. Ilea, where does the Crime Prevention Unit come in, and how can our residents partner with your unit to prevent or reduce crime?
Yeah, so wherever you find community outreach, community partnerships, that's where you'll find crime prevention. A lot of our programs, like Coffee with the Cop and National Night Out, are major programs that actually focus on building partnerships again between our community and the police. If you ever have questions and you need to ask an officer, you don't want to call dispatch, Coffee with the Cop is a great place to come. Have coffee with the cop, ask questions. Of course, it's a little different now in the COVID area. That has hampered a lot of our programs, and we're also going virtual with them as well. But just being out there in the community so that you have access to the police department is where crime prevention will be.
Now, I've always loved those two programs and have participated in the Coffee with the Cop and National Night Out. National Night Out's also a terrific program. Tell us a little bit more about that program. It's It's normally in August, is that correct?
Correct. So National Night Out nationally is usually the first Tuesday in August, but this year, due to the pandemic, it's going to be a little different. Nationally, it's been pushed to October, the first Tuesday in October. And National Night Out is a program that encourages our neighbors to get out of their house, actually get to know one another and meet one another. A lot of times we come home from work, we go into the house, close the garage, we barely wave, and so we don't know what's going on our street, and we don't know who lives on our street. And so National Night Out is just another way that neighbors can get together, get to know one another, and in turn, they can start the dialect and the dialogue to look out for one another, and possibly start a neighborhood watch group.
Ilea, thanks for joining us today, and thanks for all the work that you're doing in crime prevention. It really has an impact on this community and getting more community involvement. If you would like to find out more about the crime prevention programs Ilea spoke about, visit our city's website. From Studio 26 at Solano Community College, this has been Talk Around Town. We'll see you next time.